Penny Mordaunt is a woke warrior who can't define a woman, and frankly has been lying about her history with all that sort of nonsense. She is a well-known LGBT woke warrior, trans obsessionalist who fought hard to keep the word mother off the maternity bill.
Yeah, but she's changed now. She's changed now, man.
No, she's not. She's lying. She's saying she was always like this.
Well, maybe she was lying when she was saying it the first time.
Who is she? What has she ever said about anything? Do you know what her solution to the migrant crisis is? We have to stop the people smugglers getting fuel in France. How are you planning to do that, Penny? And I've got this kind of notion that when people smugglers go to petrol stations to get fuel for their dinghies, they don't go, I'm a people smuggler, could I have a lot of petrol, please?
I just think you're bitter and twisted about her. I think she's got far and away. She got far and away.
Woke warrior.
No, well, listen. I think she's got a much better chance of being a great prime minister than Liz Truss. I mean, Liz Truss couldn't even find her way out of the room she was in yesterday. I can't believe you're backing her.
Well, I'm not backing her. I've got my grave reservations about Liz Truss, but I think she'll be the one who comes forward. I think she'll be the one who ends up in the face-off with Rishi Sunak.
She makes Theresa May look like Jar Jar Gabor.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's that bored. She's that dull. I mean, she literally is so dull that you would fall asleep listening to her. Can you imagine her and Starmer at PMQs? I mean, I've got to cover that every Wednesday. I might have to resign my position if that's the case.
Yeah. Penny Mordaunt wrote a book. It's got a foreword by Bill Gates. It is full of praise for China. It is packed with nonsense about LGBT and trans rights. I mean, this woman is woke warrior. Beware of woke warriors in blue clothing, Mike.
I'm not worried about it. I still think she's a winner. Now, what are we going to do tomorrow night? Because what I would like to see actually in the debate tonight is one of them being knocked out Simon Cowell style with a big kind of X. You know, whoever says the wrong thing at the wrong time should be kicked out. So we get down to 4. But we'll get down to 4 on Monday. What are we going to do tomorrow night? Last week we came in to find that the entire building had crashed. We had to sort of put a show together without the assistance of our friends behind the glass. We got a few more plans. You've been quite busy, actually. Are you not going to get your dog involved this week?
Yes, exactly. We're going to get the prediction of who's going to win by the latest political sage. That's my dog. Chasbo will be picking out who he thinks is going to win. I've already warned our production team. He's leaning towards Liz Truss because he's a right-wing dog. But he will pick out who he thinks is going to win. But as for last week when nothing worked, I think we had a moment of clarity there. It turned out to be a great show, so we're going to pretend that nothing works tomorrow night and do it again.
Well, it might well be. Well, you never know here, do you? I mean, it might well be that nothing works again, in which case we'll be forced into that particular situation. I mean, there hasn't been much else going on because whenever we have these sorts of stories, you know, the world sort of gets so concentrated on one particular thing. But you've been talking about other stories this week, and we'll pick up a few of those as well. Yeah. I mean, Wimbledon's finally finished, but the golf is now on. There's a big row going on there between certain players getting booed, which I think is a bit un-golf-like, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a free marketeer, and if another tour turns up that offers these players vast fortunes to go and play for it, then I can understand why they would do it. As some of them are saying, it's a business decision. I've just been offered £150 million before I even pick up a club. I think I'll go and do it. So ask yourself this, Mike: would you do if somebody said to you, "Here's £150 million to join our tour"? I think you'd edge towards saying yes, wouldn't you?
I think you would. Absolutely right. And also, it's a bit dull, isn't it, when people start taking the moral high ground when it comes to sports people taking money from the wrong places. I mean, they do it all the time. Absolutely. You know, I mean, it's all very well for Tiger Woods to complain about people going off and making money somewhere else. He doesn't need any more money. He's richer than Croesus, you know, but some of them are not quite as well off as he is.
Exactly the point. And of course, the Saudi Arabians in backing this LIV tour, are trying to sort of sports wash themselves.
Yeah.
But then again, so's the World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah, exactly.
So does Formula One virtually every week when it goes to places like Qatar.
Yeah.
So this happens everywhere. And I don't think the golfers who are being offered £150 million should be demonised. I mean, they're thinking about their families. They're thinking about their future. Yeah. We'd all say yes. So cut them some slack.
Absolutely right. Listen, Kevin, I'll see you tomorrow night. Lots to do. We might even go out and have a celebratory tipple afterwards, if all goes well. If it's not too hot, because, of course, we'll be talking about the heat wave as well, as it engulfs the nation.